Well, stage 2, now we've made the popcorn, is to make a microwave flapjack. Again, we're going to use the container that is in your pack, which is just an ideal size for this particular recipe. I have lined it with a little baking paper just to make it easier to lift it in and out. If you don't have that, it doesn't matter. We're going to use porridge oats. Now, if you're gluten-free, please make sure that the ones you have gluten-free marked on the bag. And we're going to use some soft brown sugar, some butter, and a mix of dried fruit. I have some sultanas and some cranberries, and also some soft apricots. The apricots I'm going to have to chop up, but these are all ready just to go. Dried fruits are naturally sweet, so this reduces the amount of sugar that we need to add to the mixture, which is great. But to make the kind of toffee that holds it all together, we also need to add in some golden syrup. The first thing we're going to do is just to chop these soft apricots into small pieces. We need them to be roughly the same size as the sultanas, so that everything cooks at the same time. So if we lay it flat on the chopping board and cut it down the middle, and then with your hand, just like a claw, hold it down and saw from back to front. Okay, and again, flat side down, cut it down the middle, and then saw, and we end up with these tiny little bits. Ingredients together in a plastic bowl, which is microwave proof. You can do this in the container, in the box that we've given you, which will make it far less washing up to do. I don't have one of those, unfortunately, so I'm just going to do this in here. So first thing that we need to do is to put 75 grams of butter into the bowl. I've weighed this already. It is about 1/3 of a pack of butter. That's 1/3 of a pack of butter into the bowl, and we're going to put it into the microwave and just to let it melt. Melting the butter in the microwave has just taken me about 34 seconds. I'm going to add the sugar and the syrup to the butter mix. The sugar is just 2 tablespoonfuls. This is a slightly reduced amount. So using your measuring spoons, you just put this in like that. And then we also want to use 2 tablespoonfuls of golden syrup. There we are. Just use your pinky to clean it out. Another way is to actually have put some oil into the measuring cup before you used it. Then we're going to mix this all together. The sugar will melt, dissolve is a better way of describing it. If you think it's a bit grainy, you could put it in the microwave for a minute, and the sugar will dissolve quicker that way. Now we want to add in the oats. Now the oats is 1 1/4 cups. Now you have your cup measures. If you just dip into a large bowl of oats, that's 1. And then this one is 1/4 cup. There we are. And then we also want to add in our fruit that we prepared earlier. And give it a good stir around, making sure that all your oats are covered with the buttery mix. And then you would just press it down into your tin. I'll pour it in and then we'll press it down. You can use your measuring spoon to spread it round in the dish. You could use any dried fruit that you like. You could even use some fresh apple grated in. That would give a nice flavour. And you could even put in some mixed spice. Play around with it once if you've decided that you like the mixture, if you like the convenience of it all as well. Alright. So that's quite firmly down into the baking tin, and we are going to put it into the microwave on full power for 3 minutes, and it'll start bubbling in the centre just before it's ready. So we'll put that in just now and see how it goes. As you can see from the recipe, there are a lot of variations you can make on this. You could actually use one of the nut butters to give you healthier fats within it, a peanut butter or an almond butter if you have no nut allergies. You can add in some spices. Flapjack will be very, very hot when it comes out of the microwave, and you have to be quite careful because a burn from hot sugar can be really, really nasty. So please make sure that there's an adult around to help you take it out of the microwave. If you don't want to move it, but it's cooked, leave it sitting in the microwave with the door open, and it can cool there until it's safe enough for it to be moved. Once it's been out for about 15 minutes, it should be cool enough to cut into squares. Flapjack will be very, very hot when it comes out of the microwave, and you have to be quite careful because a burn from hot sugar can be really, really nasty. So please make sure that there's an adult around to help you take it out of the microwave. If you don't want to move it, but it's cooked, leave it sitting in the microwave with the door open, and it can cool there until it's safe enough for it to be moved. Once it's been out for about 15 minutes, it should be cool enough to cut into squares.